Good morning, it's Wellness Wednesday. I hope you're well where you are. I missed my live last week because I was at an event with Mentally Healthy City Townsville, and that was a lovely event hosted in Townsville with the Townsville Aboriginal and Islander Health Service. We talked about mental and emotional well-being, which was awesome, and got to meet a lot of lovely people from our community as well as other service providers. So it was a joy to be a part of that event. Hence I missed my live, but that's okay because there's always great opportunities that come up that we can make ourselves available for if we are flexible. And it's all about being very flexible at the moment. So I am flexibly running towards my goal on the 31st of December. I have 66 kilometers left to go in 3 weeks. So that averages at 22 Ks per week, which is totally doable. I can do it. I've already done 20 Ks this week and it's Wednesday, so I'll probably notch a little bit more of a dent into that 66 Ks this week because I might take a few days off running over Christmas. We will see how I'm getting on. But I did manage to avoid most of bird season, well pretty much all of bird season, without being attacked until this week. And I was attacked across the road from my house by some magpies 2 days ago, and yesterday morning we got attacked by plovers who decided to lay some eggs next to the running track. So every time we ran past them when they were on the inside lane, lane 1, they chased us. So I'd run around the track and go out to lane 9 and run around the track and go out to lane 9 when I got near the plovers. But I just feel that I was so grateful to not have been attacked by birds this year, but I spoke too soon. I actually was congratulating myself, and then now I've had to redact that statement. So we do have a lovely baby bird in our shed though, which is really beautiful. So some sunbirds built a nest in our shed and they've just hatched their babies yesterday, so it's very exciting, and we can peek in the nest and not touch the baby. And it's nice to have new life in and around the house leading up to Christmas. So my daughter was born. She was our Christmas baby, but she was delivered at 36 weeks and 6 days, and it's her birthday tomorrow, so she will be 5. And that's a lovely thing because we think of her as our Christmas baby, even though she was given to us 3 weeks early. So it is a special time of year. And it's a pretty intense week for me personally. I've got 3 dance concerts in 6 days. So I had one on Sunday, dress rehearsal on Monday, and then Thursday and Friday 2 more dance concerts. So I'm hair and makeup mum this week, which is something I never thought I would do. I didn't have any dance lessons myself growing up on a cattle station. I used to make up my own dances. And so I've never had to do the ballet buns and the makeup, and the most stressful part of it is putting lipstick on tiny lips. If you've had to do that, it's very, very stressful. Whew. So after you get everything done, and then trying to add the finishing touch with the lipstick is the most stressful part of it. But I'm proud of my ability to use YouTube to find how to do a perfect ballet bun, and so I'm getting better with practice. So yes, I've got 2 more times of hair and makeup to do this week, and I'm going to add that to my CV as a new special skill, hair and makeup. So I've decided that the next revision of my CV will include that because it's super important. Something I never thought I'd have the ability to do, so still getting out of my comfort zone and growing. So yes, the 5th birthday, we had a party on Sunday, which was lovely to celebrate, and the birthday is tomorrow. My little one is excited because after her birthday it's Christmas, and then after Christmas she starts prep, and after prep it's Easter. So she's got a lot going on in her little brain at the moment, and she's keeping us super entertained with how many days to her birthday, how many sleeps, and she's booked a sleep over with me tonight for her birthday, so of course that will be wonderful. So it is a crazy time of year, a crazy week. I haven't had the ability to think about winding down yet. This week and next week I'm putting a lot of things in motion, winding up lots of things from this year, doing a lot of prepping for 2023, which includes closing down all loose ends in terms of work and finances and tax and all that super unfun stuff that isn't within my genius zone, but I know that I need to do it. Prepping for 2023, so uniform shopping. I'm starting a new project on the 3rd of January, so I'm making sure I have all of my childcare needs planned for at least term 1, children's activities, as well as my own work schedule. Closing off some writing projects that were left kind of unfinished or almost completed, so that includes some articles and one of the books that I've been working on. So I'm literally just kind of getting bit by bit, day by day, on top of all of those things, as well as recording new content for the podcast, which is updated each week with new content. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, anywhere that you listen to podcasts, if you just type in Chrissy Regan, the Wellness Poet, you'll see my everyday wellness podcast there. And there's a load of interesting content, which is both new and evergreen, which includes interviews that I'm doing regularly with people on a range of different health and wellbeing topics, plus interviews that have been done with me over the last 2 years on a variety of different platforms around the world. So please do check it out if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. Good holiday listening if you need a bit of something else to look into. So I wrote there next Thursday, but I can't even remember. Oh, next Thursday. Next Thursday is actually the day I'm going to start shutting down for Christmas. So I have in my mind this week and next week to get everything planned, so that next Thursday I'm actually going to take a little mini break and start shutting down. So I'm going to switch off and do a bit of a digital detox for about a week. And just kind of defrag my brain and my body and spend some time with my girls and just really enjoy this time that we have together over the next 2 weeks, because I was out jogging last Monday afternoon, and my daughter was in her ballet lesson, and there was this middle-aged man coming towards me, and all of a sudden he stopped and leant into a bush, and I thought, oh, wonder what he's doing. And then I realized he was smelling the flowers, and I thought, okay, this is a sign. So I reminded myself that even though there's lots and lots and lots of things going on, there's lots of things to think about and to plan, we have to stop and smell the flowers. And it is, so many trees are in flower at the moment, and if you actually inhale the scent, you just smell so many beautiful aromas in the air. So it was a good reminder to me to observe this man stopping and smelling the flowers, and I've been continually telling myself that over the last few days and weeks. Stop and smell the flowers, stop and smell the flowers. So over the course of my shutdown period, I'll be stopping to smell flowers, chasing a few waterfalls, doing a little bit of island hopping and exploring, and generally getting my toes beneath water and sand as much as possible and feeling the earth in my feet. So that's my big goal for the holidays anyway. So I don't know if you have a goal, but stopping and smelling the flowers during this ultra busy time is super important. Time in nature will be fun for myself as well as the kids. So this week I decided to switch up my training and my preparation. So once you've built up a running base, which I have, I needed to prove to myself that I could run a marathon, so I did that. But I ran 2 marathons in 3 months, so I know that I'm capable of doing more. My body is willing and able. It's all down to the mental side of things. It'd be very easy to say, oh, I'm going to stop running now because I've achieved my running goals, but actually I want to continue that base. And this week I watched a documentary on Netflix with J-Lo. And some of those documentaries, Dolly Parton is an amazing one. If you haven't seen it yet, the J-Lo one equally amazing. She turned 50 and had her Super Bowl year, and I saw her training in the gym, and she was so strong and fit and powerful. And I thought, you know what, 50-year-old bodies can do anything a 20-year-old body can do. And so it's up to me at the age of 47 to decide how much I want to continue to challenge myself and evolve. This year I didn't necessarily avoid the idea of doing sprints training and weights training to improve my marathon, but I just needed to prove to myself that I could run consistently and continuously for 42 kilometers, as well as all of the training that goes into it. but I know that I can do that now, so I want to step it up a little bit or take it to a different place. So I can add weight training, I can add track sessions. So yesterday morning I got up at 4:30, went to the red track, sprinted around the red track for 7 kilometers, my version of sprinting. So I know that I can do different things. So I'm going to not run much in January and February and do yoga and weights and track sessions and sprint sessions, and just build a different kind of base that's based on a bit more power, a bit more strength, a bit more speed endurance, and then add my longer runs back on top of that and see how I go. Because I'm not aiming to beat anyone, I'm just aiming to evolve in myself. And if you've read my book, you will know that step 12 is about being devoted to yourself. So it's very easy to think, oh well, I've just achieved that, I don't need to do that anymore. But actually, if we can achieve something and then we can build on it, then you open up new opportunities as well. So that's happened with my writing, it's happening with my running, it's happening professionally with other aspects of my life. So it's about being devoted to things that are important to you, but finding ways that you can add to them and to build on them. So that's been a really insightful way, because each month I revisit the step for that month. So step 12, which aligns with December, is devoted. So now I'm realigning, what am I devoted to, what do I want to be devoted to in the coming 12 months, how am I devoting all of the practices that I have to myself, to continual improvement, self-actualization, and what do ultimately I want to be thinking and feeling in the year to come. And thinking and feeling is also a goal in itself. We can have thinking goals, or we can have feeling goals, we can have physical goals, we can have financial goals. Often I think we focus our goals on materialistic things, financial things. We don't focus our goals enough on our well-being in terms of what we're thinking, feeling, and doing. So that's a little tip and insight from me. So today I'm off to Pride Human Performance here with Julian Joyce, and we're going to set my weights program. So I am looking to do low reps of low reps, but with heavy weights, basically. So not long sessions, but short sessions with heavy weights. So we'll be setting a little program, and I'll be getting involved in that this week. So it's essentially, even though this goal technically is not, or this program in my mind doesn't kick in to 2023, when I wind down my running for January, February, after I've achieved my 1500 kilometers, I'm actually going to start working towards that now by setting some processes and some things in motion, and to having a taste, getting a taste for it, getting some rhythm around it, doing a few hard sessions now while it's hot and sunny, and just kind of, once you're into a little bit of a routine, it becomes easier then to embed those practices. So that's what I'm doing with my track sessions and my weight sessions. Even though technically in my mind I think, well, that starts in January, I'm actually starting it in December. So I'm getting more into the mindset of going, okay, that's what my new routine will feel like in the coming 12 months. So that's really interesting. So yeah, those are all the main things I wanted to kind of share with you. So today I'll be Pride Human Performance. Then on Saturday they're having an open day. So I'll send some pics of myself there today. You can go along, check it out for yourself. They also have specific programs for women, weights and bumps, or bumps and weights, and making mums strong again. Also, I think it's kind of good if you've got young people in your life who are looking to kind of gain that elite advantage in terms of strength and conditioning, mindset, etc. But also for everyday people too, who want to kind of like ramp up their goals too. So I'm looking forward to speaking with Gillian about that. And then on Sunday I will be at Renegade Market at Currajong Primary School in Townsville with all my books, as well as gifts from other local authors, artists and creatives. I've enjoyed my last few weeks of markets. I haven't had a lot of opportunity this year to do them, but it's been a great experience to get out and about speaking with people again. But after this Sunday I will be unpacking the boot of my car, putting everything inside, and just kind of winding down on my busy activities for the year, which I'm also looking forward to. So just a gentle reminder to you to stop and smell the flowers if you haven't had a chance to do that. Think about what you'd like to be thinking, feeling, and doing in 2023 in terms of your well-being, emotional state, mental state, physical state, spiritual state, so on and so forth. We can all start planning towards that now. You don't need to be on vacation to do it, or holiday. You can pick up a copy of my book and get inspired. There's also loads of other books around that are super inspiring, which kind of build on the topics that I cover in my book. And next year my big goal is to write less articles and to write more books. So I'll be focusing on, in my free time, on creating content for new books, as opposed to creating content for blogs and articles and so on and so forth. So even though you'll see a few articles of mine published in the coming days and leading up to Christmas in online and print magazines, you won't necessarily see them as much next year whilst I'm focusing on writing new books. So that's a big goal for me next year too. So I'm sending you lots of good wishes for this week. Think of me as hair and makeup mum this week, as well as hitting the gym and hitting the markets, and also I'm looking forward to a little Christmas party on Saturday. So there's lots of fun things to look forward to as well. It is a great time of year. I've put my little World Cup here. Australia did lose to Argentina, unfortunately, but there's a few other teams that are making their way through, including England, so go England. That's a good reminder to me of where I was professionally in the past, and a reminder of where I would like to be professionally again in the future. So lots of good, exciting stuff to look forward to. So take care of yourself, and I will see you again soon. Ciao, bye.